Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk. These are Tarot Tings, and I'm your host, Boogie Down Bronx, and I'm here to take care of the spicy Pisces. Sorry, y'all. Let me just go back to where it was. Where's Pisces? There we go. The spicy Pisces. Y'all acting real spicy. Y'all don't want to stay on the thing today, huh? Come on, just stay for me. Okay. You know what? I'm not doing this today with y'all Pisces. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. I can't help you today. If it moves again, then it is what it is. All right. So yeah, Pisces, hope you're doing well. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. In honor of Super Bowl Sunday, I am doing Pisces because Rihanna is a Pisces, and we are all looking forward to seeing Rihanna, I'm pretty sure. All right, so thank you guys for tuning in. I know I've been gone for a few days. I've been real busy, Valentine's Day weekend, all that good stuff. So, I've been spending time to myself and my boo. All right, so let's get into the reading, Spirit. Let's see some things for Pisces that you need to hear, the blunt truth that Pisces need to hear. Your previous readings were really focused on you guys going through like a spiritual awakening process and just really becoming more in tune of like you and your triggers or your flaws, or like turning your pain into something more productive. What we got for Pisces? What's the blunt truth Pisces needs to hear? We have obsessed. And we have neglecting intuition. What is Pisces neglecting their intuition in regards to? What is Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and South Node? There's something better. And they don't care, move on. Okay, so that's what we got here for Pisces. All right, we have 111 on this card, on there's something better. But it says that you guys are... could be obsessing over somebody or something that you need to move on from because you have they don't care, move on. You have obsessed, you have neglecting intuition. So let's look at more about how is Pisces neglecting their intuition. I don't know why my camera looks crooked, but it's not. It's weird. How is Pisces not interrupting? Because something could be interrupting you. Neglecting their intuition. In what way? In what ways is Pisces neglecting their intuition? Completion or closure? Intuitively, you may know that it's time to move on from a situation. How is Pisces neglecting their intuition? Change. It will work out. Tell me more. Anything else about how Pisces has been neglecting their intuition? Artists, reconcile. Okay. So this is what we have here. We got completion or closure. We have change. We have affair or third party. So there's a couple things that you guys can be neglecting your intuition about. You have affair or third party, and then you have hidden enemy. So Pisces, you guys are a type of sign that you do tend to see the good parts of people, or you give people the benefit of the doubt, or even like looking at people in sometimes like an idolized or romanticized type of way. And so Spirit is really telling you, like, if you have a feeling about somebody, or like, like you have a feeling that something is not right, you need to learn to trust your intuition more. Don't just see what you want to see, or you just like are trying to turn a blind eye to something. Whatever you feel like something could be off. If you tend to like really turn a blind eye to it, or you trying to like ignore or dismiss red flags, keep an eye on that. And then you have change, completion. I just dropped it on the floor. Change, completion, or closure. Some of you know, I got butterfingers today. Some of you know that it's time to close a chapter in your life, and you intuitively can feel that here. But for some reason, you keep on like staying involved in that situation, or you just feel like you're trying to ignore what your intuition is telling you, right? And you have inner child trauma here. So some of you were raised in an environment where you were not meant to lean on your own intuition. You weren't able to lean on your intuition, and Pisces being one of the most intuitive signs, because you deal with a lot of subconscious things. But if you grow up in an environment or in a family that just like forces a lot of logic on you or doesn't allow you to explore your imagination or your intuition, it is really hard to tap into it. And you're like, go with what is like more logical sometimes instead of like what you intuitively feel. So you have to be very careful about that. All right. And then you have artists here. A lot of you feeling intuitively called to take a more serious approach to your art or to something with your career and really lean into that, but maybe you have not been yet. And then you have this reconcile card. I'm not sure what this is about just yet. I'm going to clarify a couple things here, but I want to clarify what happens if Pisces continues to ignore their intuition. What do we know? We need to know about that. What do we need to know if Pisces, you have envy, addiction, or codependency? What happens if Pisces continues to ignore their intuition? Stop searching for external answers. Okay. And then what is this reconcile card about? What is this reconcile card about? Some of you feel called to reconcile with something. Okay. And, you know, this can go either way. I feel like on one end, the reconciliation that you're feeling could be stemming from codependency, like wanting to reach out to somebody or something that is familiar or that you may have some type of addiction to. Right? Addiction or codependency. So you have to be careful about that and leaning into things that make you feel validated. And then on another end, some of you may be feeling reconciling or feeling called to reconcile something like a past business that you neglected or you let go of, or really getting back into promoting yourself or showing off some skills, social media. So you have to really figure out and use your intuition, right? To lean into which side of the spectrum you are on. Because sometimes we only want to reconcile with things because we have some type of codependent behavior upon it, especially if it's like alcohol or something that's not necessarily healthy for us. Like we use it as a form of escapism. But for others of you, you may find that now that you are coming out of some type of addiction or trauma, that you pushed away things that were good, like friends, family, good hobbies, and you're wanting to reconcile with those things. So, you know, use your discernment. You know which side of the spectrum you are on. And then you have stop searching for external answers. Okay. So everything you need to know, honestly, Pisces, is within you. And you don't need any other external validation to tell you that what you're supposed to do. But it's about acceptance of the truth, acceptance of seeing things the way that they are, acceptance of like where you're feeling called to go, where your heart is feeling called to go. I feel like you've been being called to move in a different direction. It's been showing up in the last few readings, and not caring what anybody has to say about your new direction or your choice of what you want to do, where you want to go. You just feel like moving differently now, or instinctively, you know, it's time to move different, whether that be in traveling to a different place, changing careers, changing friends, changing something. You want to move on in some way. Now let's see what else is coming towards you at this time. What else is coming towards Pisces right now? What else is coming towards Pisces that they need to listen to their intuition about? 3 of Cups. What else is coming towards Pisces they need to listen to their intuition in regards to 2 of Cups? Devil card in reverse. There's an energy of letting go of things that are genuinely not healthy for you. Toxic, breaking karmic cycles, leaning into new and better relationships. I see that a lot of things that you've held on to literally was just codependent and stemmed from a lot of inner child trauma of you just feeling the need to could be escape into those things or depend on those things. But you're coming out of that, and you have been coming out of it for quite some time, but I do see there's still some issues with kind of reverting back to those things, reverting back to like comfortability. But continue to make yourself available to new friends, new connections, because I see you moving into them and they're coming your way. But there's still a couple more cycles you have to break out of. With the devil card in reverse, could be Capricorn energy. So keep kind of like fighting those demons, so to speak, and getting away and cutting off toxic things, toxic people, any way you can, because I do see that your intuition is getting stronger and stronger by the day. The more that you disconnect from things that cause you to escape and disconnect from your intuition, you know what I mean? So like the more you're around people that are like controlling or manipulative or draining, or suffocating, whatever, somehow making you feel validated through them, or you trying to like save them, the more disconnected you will be from your intuition. But it's like as soon as you stop focusing on giving so much of their energy to these people, to these things that like are making you feel distorted, or they're just not giving you that reciprocation, they're not showing you the attention, it's like your intuition just shoots back up. Okay, so that's one big indicator. If like you feel a lot more clear around different energies, or like if you step out away from certain energies, certain people, certain environments, if you feel like, oh wow, I feel like I can hear my intuition now, that means that those energies don't need to be around you. Okay, what energies are blocking Pisces intuition? Let's see. What energies could be blocking Pisces intuition? And I feel like it's hard for a lot of you, because these are people that you don't want them to be blocking your intuition, or you don't want it to be this way where you have to like walk away, but you know that it's something that you have to do. Whoa. In order to level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. You have 8 of Cups. So it could be a Libra energy for sure. Libra or Taurus here. You got the Justice card. You got the Empress. But you have 8 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is somebody that definitely causes as some type of distraction for you, or makes you feel like you're kind of like going backwards somehow, going in circles, or you resort back to like old habits, ways of being, like somebody that's not like pushing you towards your growth, like somebody that is hindering you some kind of way. Even if it's not like super detrimental or toxic, but it's just not challenging you enough, or it's just not pushing you to be your best self in some way by obsessing about this person or situation, or staying connected to this person or situation. And you definitely know that already. I feel like you don't need anybody to tell you that. It's like one of those things where there could be some potential denial, but you have to be willing to open your eyes, or be willing to accept the situation, because nobody else can do that for you. Even if everybody tells you, do this, do that, or this person's not good for you, until you want to believe it, and nobody can change your mind. All right, so what else for Pisces? What? I was trying not to drop all of them on the floor. What else for Pisces? Let's see what they need to surrender with their intuition. Surrender the idea that you can fix someone. Yeah. Wait, let's get one more. Surrender to creativity. So I always use like the axis of Virgo and Pisces, because Virgo and Pisces are a lot more similar than they think. Both signs do have a tendency to want to fix others, to save others, to be the martyr, to be Bob the Builder. And so Spirit is telling you that there's a lot, like you can use your fixer upper, savior, healer energy in such a more productive way. What I'm hearing is like, Pisces, you guys are wasting it on the wrong people. You're wasting your intuition. You're wasting your healing abilities. You're wasting your ability to guide others, to be compassionate on the wrong people. And so Spirit is saying you need to push all those. It's nothing wrong with being a savior to a degree. It's nothing wrong with healing. It's nothing wrong with like wanting to help people, or even wanting to like help people fix themselves. But it does become a problem when it's to the wrong people and it's not reciprocated. And it's just like take, take, take. There's no balance from it. There's no boundaries, because Pisces associated with Neptune, it distorts boundaries. Okay, so a lot of you here are seeing that there's nothing wrong with you in terms of like the what you are able to do for people and how you give. It's just a problem with like how much you give or who you're giving to. So Spirit is saying surrender the idea that you can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. It's like it could be a two-way streak where you expect other people to be able to fix you and save you, and you expect yourself to be able to do the same for others. And Spirit is saying there's something better than the way you're approaching it. It's not anything wrong with what you've been given, your ability, but it's how you're using it is the problem. Surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. So creativity is a strong suit for you, Pisces. And I did mention this in your last reading. It's nothing wrong with you fantasizing. It's nothing wrong with you having different dreams, different visions. But when we get really stuck and caught up in one main one and we're not able to expand anymore beyond that vision, that's when it becomes a problem. So make sure you're just keeping an open mind about like other ways that you can use your energy so it's not codependent on one person, because we cannot save anybody that doesn't want to save themselves first. All right. And nobody can save us either. So that's where I feel like the wake up call comes in for you, Pisces, where you're like, oh my gosh, like it's not that there's an issue with like I should stop giving altogether. It's like I need to look at how much I'm giving and who I'm giving it to. And am I allowing others to like work on themselves, or am I just trying to take all the responsibility from them? Especially if you got Virgo and Pisces, that can be a tricky, slippery slope. So what's the advice for Pisces at this time? What's the overall advice for Pisces? What do they need to do with this, Pisces? What does Pisces need to do with this energy? Tell me more for Pisces. What's the advice for spicy Pisces? The Tower. Why is the Tower here? Tell me about the Tower. Just waking up type of energy. Why is the Tower here? Three of Cups. Three of Swords in reverse. I see you making some new friends. I don't know. There's like a strong energy of making new connections here. But I see it probably at the expense of like losing some fake friends or losing some very codependent relationships. Death card, Scorpio energy. I see an ending happening first, and then you moving into that happier energy. But yeah, Tower card clarified by Death card here, Scorpio, like I said. Moon card in reverse, seeing things for what they are. I think a lot of you are just getting really tired of taking on the savior role, like the savior complex type of energy. And you're finally seeing, okay, that's not my job. I signed up for this job as a savior and I didn't have to. Nobody asked you to do that, you know? And even if they did, you don't have to. But a lot of you sacrificed yourself for people that were not deserving. And we are supposed to be very unconditional. We are supposed to sacrifice. But it's about having better discernment. And I feel like Pisces, you guys have neglected your intuition so much. You just kind of lost your availability and your just ability in general to discern who are the right people for you, who are good people for you. And you have to look at your healing power and your ability to have compassion and to save others as a gift. It's not something that needs to be given to everybody or at just like a big cost to you. Okay. So I see you moving out of this energy where you're like, okay, I'm no longer going to be saving people and sacrificing myself for people that would not do the same for me. And once you decide that, that is when you meet people that will do that for you and bring you a lot of happiness and a lot of joy. I see you moving into those connections because you know to look out for reciprocity, you know to look out for open communication and balance. Justice card in reverse here. Libra energy is strong. A lot of you dealing with this Libra that is not giving you what you need. See it for what it is, take it for what it is, and move accordingly. Don't try to like warp it into something that it's not. Just take it as this person does not reciprocate. This person does not do what I do for them. And obviously, like, we all want to be selfless, but like selflessness still needs boundaries at some point. Okay. So now that you're realizing that, you're like, all right, I see that these relationships have caused me a lot of self-confidence issues with me being able to tap into my intuition because they don't deserve my healing savior abilities. Okay. So now that I know this, I can move different and I can actually turn this like codependent behavior I have into fixing others into something very creative and fixing things that are good for me, fixing myself, right? Virgo and Pisces have this tendency of escaping into other people and other things and fixing them instead of turning that energy inward. We're really, really good at fixing other people and, you know, being able to get other people's lives together. But when it comes to ourselves, we sometimes neglect ourselves in order to make sure everybody else is okay. So make sure that this is like a big wake up moment, a big turnaround where you're like, oh, wow, the more I fix myself, the more I feel less codependent on other people to fix me. The more I don't settle, the more I don't want to be involved with people that aren't willing to do their own work, right? So there's a level up here, Pisces, once you make this switch over, this discernment. All right. So that's what I have here for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated for you, please let me know down in the comments down below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe so this channel can thrive. I will be posting on Patreon more this week, and I put some stuff on my shop. These hoodies are available on Etsy. I got other human design merch as well. All that's in the link in the description box down below. Thank you guys again for watching, and happy Super Bowl Sunday. I am at Tarot by Bronx on everything.